funny when you say it out. Right.
It's like, it wasn't sort of love at first sight or anything like that, was it? But we got...
But nothing never ever is, though. I mean, the thing is, I think there's the perfect groundwork here for a lovely relationship. You got on so well. I don't quite understand. The mystery wasn't there. I mean, did you want him to slap you around a bit or something? You remain best of friends.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
But no romance.
It was brilliant. We had a brilliant
had a lovely
time.
time.
Fabulous.
I know, I could tell. You said everything. You were only going for each other, but there's no mystery and no romance, yes?
No.
What a shame. Well, maybe when you take your gang up to Northampton, girls, you might meet a lovely one of his mates. You never know. Will you let us know how you get on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, tar very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mandy and Rob. What a shame. What a shame. Take a break right now, but we will be back to meet the girl who has to choose one of these three lucky lads. See you in a couple of minutes.
A controllable way to get low-cost heat and hot water. Smart Heat with the new Smart 7 tariff. We're exploding the myth about our central heating operating costs, only from Norway. Pick up a leaflet or call us now.
You two bad guys, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, how bad?
Word up, this is K-Baz about to pump some more baby. We're gonna get fly. We about to play something. Uh-oh, not that. What's up to my boys, you know what I'm saying? Pumping me over your 15-inch whoopers. My girl just so fly, man. We gonna get together and, yeah. This is the Baz. I'm about to drop the science, kick the ballistics and Compton, you know what I'm saying? You're on.
Just wanna let you know that you're the sexiest man alive in Vegas.
Like, say something to them 5-0s out there. We know the deal. If you don't like it, you can come see me. So strong, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting down with the groove because I'm smoother than the cream in a Twinkie. Word up.
Ah, lovely.
Chilled country manner, in a class of its own.
I've marked that bottle.
Everyone I know loves Cadbury's mini rolls. From my fiery Auntie Phyllis, she says they melt in her mouth. To my twin cousins, Sid and Noel. My mum, well, she'd drop anything. Likewise, my Uncle Sandy.
No.
My dad can't get them out of his head, which comes in very handy.
The only mini rolls covered with Cadbury's milk chocolate.
The Commitments is one of the best movies of the year. A 10. This is first-class filmmaking. The Commitments.
A new fragrance from Lonthring. Light, fresh, delicate, and very feminine. New Flow by Lonthring. If you still haven't got a pension from Scottish Amicable, here's a little reminder.
This Sunday in the Mail on Sunday, find out what makes Ma Larkin's cooking so special.
Pop's always saying my cooking's perfect. Well, I've been doing it for donkey's years. Easy as a church gate, see? It's all up here, but now it's all in here too. It's all my favourite recipes. The more the merrier, I always say.
Ma Larkin's Perfect Cooking. Part 1 free in You magazine this Sunday.
With the new Smart Heat system from Norweb, you could be watching this at half the daytime rate. The Smart 7 tariff, exploding the myth.
Well, they say everything comes to those who wait. My problem is I've forgotten what I'm waiting for. Oh, I know, yes. Right now, we're waiting for 3 young lads looking for a blind date. And here they are. Hello, number 1. Tom, what's your name and where do you come from?
My name's Chris, and I'm from Staffordshire.
Yes. Staffordshire. Now, Chris, what are you doing at the moment?
Well, I'm a hotel management trainee, Scylla.
I've heard you're very clever, actually. I mean, you're a master of languages. How many do you speak?
Well, I
Two?
speak, apart from the one I'm speaking at the moment,
Thank you.
French and German.
French and German. Because you actually want to work abroad, don't
Well, this
you?
is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to be sent abroad as soon as possible, really.
Oh, that's a shame. You want to run your own auberge
Auberge, yes.
in France.
A little hotel with a vineyard attached, hopefully, Scylla.
And what kind of lady would be suitable to live in this auberge?
Well, to be quite honest, a very nice French girl called Emmanuelle Béard.
Oh, we all know her, don't we? She's over there. I've never heard of her. If you can't get her, who else? Anybody
Well-
that we all know?
OK, if I can't have this French girl, then Michelle Pfeiffer will do.
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Well, we can't promise you a Michelle Pfeiffer or what's that other lady's name?
Emmanuelle Béard.
Emmanuelle Béard. we can guarantee you a good time tonight. Let's move on to you, number 2. What's your name and where do you come from?
Hello, Scylla. My name's Kim, and I come from Sussex.
Now, Kim, I know you're a very sporty type because you actually work in a sports shop, don't you?
Yes, I work in a mountain bike shop with my father.
Ah. And you actually wear those cycling shorts in there
All the time.
all the time.
All the time.
But you're not wearing them tonight, Kim.
How do you know?
Oh, I see. They could be underneath there,
They could
they?
be.
Oh,
They
dear.
could be.
Well, we won't go into that. Favourite ladies? Come on, tell us.
My favourite lady, I think, is Meg Ryan.
Oh, really?
I love her.
She's very popular, this lady.
Oh, I love
Well, what's Meg got that everybody else hasn't?
I don't know. She just seems really lively, bubbly, and I think she's really nice.
Oh, your ideal mate.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, well, keep on biking, number 2. Let's move on to you, number 3. What's your name and where do you come from?
Hi, Scylla. My name's Scott, and I'm from Lincolnshire.
Oh. Well, you're not into biking or anything like that. You don't do that for a living, do you?
No, a bit too strenuous for me. I work at the tax office in the Inland Revenue.
Sweetheart, you seem such a nice boy as well. What about in your spare time? What do you do?
Oh, I do
Is
a
that
lot
any
of-
better?
Yeah, a lot of walking and climbing, and I do
Oh,
like travelling.
Great. How exciting.
Oh.
You like walking and climbing. Where's the furthest you've walked?
Well, I do a lot of walking in Scotland and Wales, and
Oh.
I've managed to climb Ben Nevis once.
Did you really?
Just once.
Oh, you don't look as if you've got it in you.
I haven't now. 10 stone.
Ah, what about ideal girls? Who do you go for?
It's got to be Catherine Zeta-Jones out of the Darling Buds of May.
Oh, I know, yes.
Yes.
That lovely little... Well, she's quite young as well. She's only about... Is she?
21, yeah.
21.
Lovely.
She may even be saving herself for you. You never know.
If she's out there, I'm here.
Oh, well, she's definitely not here tonight, but we have got a super lady here tonight. All I ask of you is to enjoy yourselves. I shall see all 3 of you in a mo. See you later. Well, the lads are each keeping their fingers crossed, and here's the girl they're crossing them for. She's from right here in London, and her name's Camilla. Come in, Camilla! Well, Camilla, welcome to Blind Date.
Thank you.
Now, I know at the moment that you are studying, you're right here from London, and you're studying at Oxford
Polytechnic.
What are you studying there?
English and art.
English and art, oh, lovely subjects. But the love of your life, I believe, at the moment, is your favourite pet.
It's my tortoise, yeah.
It's Arthur.
Arthur. He gets my heart, doesn't he?
He's the only man in your life at the moment.
The only one who can excite me at all is my pet tortoise. I just have to watch him crawl across the garden, and I'm there with him.
Ah, isn't that nice? But when you're not looking after Arthur...
Yeah, well, I play squash and do other really, like, you know, slow things, and when I'm with Arthur, I, you know, yeah, exactly. I need all my spirit when I'm with Arthur, so I can be get going.
You really can.
Yeah.
But when, you know, the male type, I mean, what kind of male? Do you go for the tortoise type or the squash type when you're looking for a man?
Oh, a bit of both, sort of like squash in mind, tortoise in heart.
Tortoise in heart. Because you absolutely adore Arthur, don't you?
Yeah, he's got
Well, I hope you're going to absolutely adore one of those 3 blokes beyond those screens tonight, Camilla. I really do. You've got 3 questions there.
Yes, I have.
What are you going to say for the first one?
OK, this is to number 3. As a party trick, I can touch my nose and my tongue. What can you do?
Well, hi, Camilla.
Hi.
I think as a party trick, I think it's got to be my fire-eating act. And believe you me, I've got hot lips.
I have to take your word for that. I hope you won't burn me with your hot lips, though.
Like a vindaloo.
I always like Korma better, personally.
Oh, really?
OK, number 2.
Hello, Camilla.
Hi.
Hi. Well, as a founder member of the Magic Circle, my party trick would be to, like, magic away all the people in the room, just leave you and me, so then the magic could begin, including Henry.
Oh, very romantic.
Who's Henry?
Get rid of the tortoise.
Who the hell's Henry?
It's Arthur! Would you tell me my name again? Have you forgotten my name as well?
No, Bob.
I think we'll get on to question 2 on that.
Sorry, Camilla.
Have you going to
number 1? Number 1. Sorry, number 1.
Thank you, Camilla. Hello.
Hi.
Well, I'm not sure I can touch my nose with my tongue, but last year I was a lifeguard in France. And my favourite trick was to blow my whistle, dive into the water, and swim to the rescue.
What, to girls? Lots of girls?
Well, it depended, but there was a bias towards the girls. But if you're half as attractive, as you sound, I'm only a whistle away.
OK. And on to question number 2. This is to number 2. I'm very protective of my friends. I want to know what you're very protective of.
Well, I'm a keen mountain biker, so I'm very protective of my body when I go out. I wear a crash helmet for my head, I wear gloves for my hands, and I wear cycling shorts wherever I go.
So you're a bit of a sissy?
Very much so. No, I wouldn't say so.
All right, I'll take you off that. OK, number 1, please.
Yeah. I think I'm rather protective of myself, actually, because although I'm not an endangered species, I'm really rather rare. And you sound like the kind of girl that just might prevent me from becoming extinct.
I've always been very pro-environmental issues. OK, and to number 3, please.
Well, actually, being a taxman, I'm rather protective to my money. And everybody else's as well. But I think with you, I could make some allowances.
So do you put money before love?
No, never.
All right.
At least he's honest. He's honest.
OK, my 3rd question, and this is to number 3. One childhood habit I still have is pouring tomato ketchup over everything I eat. What awful childhood habits do you still have?
Well, Camilla, I think obviously you've never seen me coming home from the pub on a Friday evening at closing time.
Not that I know of.
Because I'm crawling more than your tortoise, I can tell you.
I think we'll go straight on to number 2 on that one.
Yeah, well, as a child, I used to live in Malaya. And when I was walking through the jungle and stuff, I used to pick up fruit and stuff and eat it. And,
What's Malaya? You used to live in Malaya?
Oh, right.
Malaysia.
OK, I'm sorry for being so
And on the way
pedantic.
through the jungle, what did you eat, Chuck?
Well, I was picking up everything, and I found out now that...
Do you like picking up lots of things, then?
Oh, my goodness!
What did you pick up, Chuck?
Well, I was going to say that I used to pick up lots of fruit and stuff, and now I find that anything I want, I just go straight for it, and that's my worst problem, really. So, Camilla, I'm going for you.
Okay. Number 1, please.
Go for it, number 1.
The agony of choice. I've got so many, but I think I'm still rather a little naughty boy and still tend to play truant. I hope my boss isn't listening. I like to take a bit of sick leave from time to time and waltz down to the south of France. Perhaps you could
help me to be naughty next time.
Camilla, I mean, you know, it's very difficult. The questions are very difficult, the replies. I wouldn't like to be in your shoes. I mean, you know, think about it before you choose somebody, all right?
Okay.
All I ask is listen to Graham and his quick recap.
Well, now, who will it be, Camilla? Husky lifeguard number 1. But one whistle from you could drive him to extinction. Or what about number 2, the well-padded illusionist, who'd love to pick up an exotic fruit like you, if you'd let him? Then there's number 3, the crawler. Will he be playing with fire if he taxes your affections, I wonder? The decision is yours.
So tell everybody here and at home, who are you going for?
It's got to be number 2.
That, Camilla? Was it the trip through the jungle picking the fruits and anything else you could pick up? Was it that?
I think it was that. That got me.
It really did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Camilla, really, number 1 and number 3, how could you? I know number 3 is a tax person, but you shouldn't have, you know, let that go against him. Never mind, you did turn down number 3, and of course that was our Scott from Lincolnshire. Come in, Scott. Yes. You also turned down number 1, and that was Chris from Staffordshire. Come in, Chris. Now I'm going to put you two together. Oh, and 2 kisses. Oh, yes, French. Oh, yeah. You can speak French. Au revoir.
Bianco.
Oh, Bianco. But here's your date. Are you ready for this? Here is your blind date for this evening. You chose number 2. That was Kim from Sussex. Come in, Kim. Oh, no. Come on, we've got a bunch of dates
It's got to be
here.
you, isn't it?
You wanted to be?
Oh, all right.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Oh, all right, then.
I'm so pleased for you. What does it say?
A tour of the Isle of Wight.
That's really nice. She's overjoyed and you're as sick as a parrot. Gonna make some Isle of Wight rock with blind date written right through it. Yeah. You can have a trip round the islands and the lifeboat people, they do a great job. I mean, they'll show you all the needles there, those rocks sticking out. All we ask is for you both to come back next week and tell us all about it. You won't be disappointed because the Isle of Wight is smashing. Will you come back next week?
Yes, love to. Thank you.
Terrific. Ladies and gentlemen, Camilla and Kim. Oh, break right now, but we will be back in a couple of minutes to find out how Alison and Jeff enjoyed their motor racing date in Donington. Now, do you remember what happened when they first saw each other last week? This is it. Do you like blondes?
As long as it's not a dyed blonde.
No. It's not all bad. No.
I bet you've got quick tan on as well.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not. Do you like blue eyes? Really piercing blue eyes?
I do.
Oh, thank God. So your blind date for this evening is number 1. You chose Jeff from Manchester. Come in, Jeff.
What are you doing?
Finishing off my holiday film.
It's got no ease, you know.
Yes, Mum, I told you that. I suppose now you're going to tell me how extremely cheddary it tastes.
Well, it does.
Come on, there's one left.
Cheddary.
Cheddary by name, cheddary by nature.
The French TGV. The Japanese Bullet. All over the world, new, faster trains are being unveiled. But the fact is, here in Britain, Intercity now have more trains going at over 100 miles per hour than any other country in Europe. Intercity.
Come on, all together, teamwork. Get stuck in. I want you to give it 100%. Shredded wheat is 100% whole wheat. No added sugar or salt. Just all the original brand fibre goodness. Come on, who's been eating 3?
Not me, boss.
Not me, boss.
Not me.
Shredded wheat and small shredded wheat. 100% whole wheat.
Derek Bentley was hanged, revealed the amazing secret of the man who could have saved him from the gallows. Plus, fantastic free health pullout. The stars tell you how to stay fit and look fabulous. Exclusive. Don't miss Sting talking in the big magazine. And get your free packet of crisps.
Every kind of people, your kind of people.
By the people, this Sunday.
From Gillette comes Sensor, the razor that can sense and adjust to the individual needs of your face. Sensor blades are mounted on responsive springs to continuously sense and individually adjust to your face. Closer, safer, more comfortable. Gillette Sensor, together with the richness of Gillette Gel for a shave that is unsurpassed.
Gillette, the best of men.
Whatever style of house you live in, you'll find a fitted kitchen to suit you in the new Neville Johnson showroom. They're largest in the country. You can choose from over 40 displays. And we're offering a quality kitchen with solid oak doors and drawers for the price of our laminate. Or with any other fitted kitchen, a famous name oven, hob and extractor comes free. If you want a fitted kitchen or bedroom, look no further than Neville Johnson. Open 7 days a week, Chester Road, Stretford. Junction 7 off the M63.
Back now. Let's have a look at Alison and Jeff on the racetrack.
Yeah, there's Donington. Made it up.
It's no good to you, though, because you can't drive.
And you got this.
Yes.
Choose a helmet. Which one do you want?
Little one, like me.
And the big one?
The big one for your big head.
Right. Just get the helmet. I'm going to beat you today.
How can I beat you if you can't even drive?
I do it in the show.
By the way, just makes you feel good. Your blonde locks are all sticking out at the front.
We're not looking for the speed that comes, the sort of speed, I know you've both been there, where you pull up at a set of traffic lights. It's not...
I have. He hasn't been
quite
there.
right.
Remember that the back of the car will start sliding sideways at the arse, so you're steering it into the skid all the time.
Speed! This is Alison Ross. I think I'll take my test when I get back home. Oh, the windscreen wipers are on.
Just go over to the stop. We've got
Alison, this is the car that you're going to be driving. Jeff, we're going to give you car 15 to drive. It looks like a standard Vauxhall Astra, but I can assure you it's a race-prepared race car. Right up this marker now. Oh, watch the cone, watch the cone. Okay. Over to the left, onto the brakes, down to third, release the clutch, down into second, release the clutch. You've really got to work quickly. On the brakes, third gear, second gear, What? Watch where you're going. Whoa. Okay, go on. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, well. Gotta beat Alison. It's a tight bend, this one. Come on, Alison, give it some welly.
Come on, get the wheels
What's the
sorted out.
problem?
Don't
What's
go
the
fast.
problem?
The wheels, get the wheels
There's nothing wrong with the wheels. It's the way you're driving it. Come on.
It's so easy, so easy. Well, it looks like she's won. Well, congratulations, Alison, you won.
I know, and you don't need those anymore.
And here's your champagne, darling.
Brilliant.
Oh, I do admire you, though, Jeff,
Thank
because
you.
he couldn't drive, ladies and gentlemen. You had lessons before, but you've not passed your test, have you? When I thought, well, in spite of all that, I think you did ever so well. You both seem to enjoy your date.
Brilliant, absolutely great.
But what about at the end of the day? How was the romance? Shall we find out?
I picked Jeff as he was quite a local lad, and if a romance did bloom from the date, I thought there'd be a lot more chance of seeing him afterwards.
When the screen went back and I first saw Alison, I thought she was very Hollywood, very glamorous. I liked the hair, I liked the dress, she looked very good.
When the screen first came back, I saw Jeff standing there. I thought, not bad. Then I looked him up and down, and I saw these leather trousers, and I can't abide men that wear leather trousers.
I went to a restaurant for dinner. Everybody looked at Alison, I liked that bit. People noticed her. We sat next to the Duchess of York, and I reassured Alison that she looked much better than Fergie. She beat Fergie down, hands down.
On the morning of the date, Jeff came to pick me up at the hotel, got out of the car, and I saw that we were wearing identical clothes, both in black and white.
Alison and I had exactly, more or less, exactly the same thing on, black and white. And she was very happy. I think she thought we coordinated quite well.
Jeff thought it was brilliant. I thought, oh, great, look at it, Alison. Don't look smashing, both in coordinating clothes. And I was just so embarrassed, wanted the ground to swallow me up.
Alison was very pleased with the racing suit they gave her at Donington Park, except for the shoulders. She put a huge pair of shoulder pads in there. When I caught her doing it, I asked her, she said she takes them everywhere with her.
Jeff's quite concerned about his appearance. To prove this, we were racing around on the track. Jeff pulled up in the pits. The mechanic came over and said, "Why are you stopping, Jeff? What's the matter?" To which Jeff replied, my mirror, adjust it. I can't see my hair."
I think Alison needed lots of affection, lots of reassurance on the day. And I was like a big brother, I think, making sure she was quite happy. And that involved a bit of cuddling, a bit of hand-touching and stuff like that.
Jeff never held my hand, never kissed me. Apart from at the end of the race, when I won, and put the sort of laurel around me and gave me a kiss then.
I think if Alison stayed the way she was when she came from around the screen in that dress with her hair pinned up and that pink lipstick, and didn't say as much, I think she'd be ideal, really. A bit more austere.
I didn't really fancy Jeff, simply because there's nothing wrong with him at all, but I normally go for the sort of bigger, more roughy-tufty type of man. Jeff just wasn't that, but he's still a smashing bloke, and for somebody else it'd be perfect, but just not for me.
At the end of the day, I think we had a very, very good time together. Lots of fun, lots of good company. Perhaps the fact we had no romance is perhaps a little bit disappointing.
I was a little disappointed that there was no romance, not particularly with Jeff, but I would have liked to have met Mr. Right. I'll just keep searching for him. Maybe one day he will come along.
Well, Alison and Jeff, I mean, two great people, but not, you know, not destined to end up with each other, really, but two really nice people together.
Yeah, I couldn't have asked for anybody nicer, but I've just got this thing about... I mean, Jeff is gorgeous. I mean, look, for example,
What's roughy-tufty?
and they're always horror bags at the end of the day, but I always go out with them.
Too
but,
thin.
for example, no, you're not too thin. You're perfect for somebody else, but not me. Things like this. I mean, I've never gone out with a bloke and wears things like that before. Mine always in scruffy, dirty jeans and things.
It's like a police
But he
uniform.
looks-
I know it is like a police uniform, and you being a police lady, I would have thought you would have liked something like that.
Yeah, but I see it all the time, so I want to change. Gorgeous, but, you know, sorry, Jeff.
And Jeff, she didn't like your leather trousers.
They cost a lot of money, those trousers, silly.
I thought they were plastic, to be honest.
Well, when the screen went by, I was looking at her lovely face, and she was looking at my knees. Did you notice that? I couldn't get her eyes off my knees all the time. So.
Nice knees.
Well, she did give you the once over.
Yeah.
And she kind of, I mean, you did say before you came round the screen with the blonde hair, and I thought you were a great sport.
It took, I mean, I was really saying I didn't want someone with false tan, I didn't want someone with dyed blonde hair, and it was everything I said I didn't want. But it was great, though.
But couldn't you just fall in love with those eyes? What about those...
Big puppy dog eyes, I know.
Yes, isn't that
I know.
lovely? But what, you obviously spend a lot of money on your clothes, Jeff. I mean, very expensively dressed tonight. You think that's important, don't you?
Yeah, and I thought Alison would have appreciated it, but
I do. No, I do appreciate it, but it's not for me.
Not for you.
Sorry. I mean, I think the world of him, but...
When I saw Alison, I thought she looked like Pamela Ewing off Dallas.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if anybody can recognise, but she looks a bit like Alma Sedgwick off Coronation Street. You know what
I love Alma. We all love Alma.
Sorry. You see, so it's
Yeah.
like from
But there's
Southport.
no romance there at all.
I mean, it's difficult because we're kind of local, so I mean, we're going to see each other. We're bound
to
to.
bump into one another, and we said that, you know, at some stage we'll sort of
Yeah.
go out
I know
together.
you did, but you know what I'm like. I mean, I'm ever so disappointed when there's no romance there, especially if they did get on and you both.
We've got a good friendship out of it, haven't we?
Yes,
You know,
but maybe if you spent less time looking in the car mirror, maybe you know, should have gone for you more.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps you're right.
But I mean,
Learned a
I
lesson.
think you're both great sports. I mean, you took it all in great fun, and you're going to see each other because you live locally. But it's just as friends.
I'll take Alison out for a drink when I pass my driving test for real. I
Oh,
think.
brilliant.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right,
Then
today.
you've not got she'll nick you then if you drink that. Thank you both for coming back and telling us about your experience on Blind Date, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff and Alison. You look a lovely couple together. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for this week, but we will be back next week to see how Mike and Louise got on in Legoland and what Camilla and Kim got up to on the Isle of Wight. And, of course, we'll be arranging some more blind dates. So until then, ta-ra for now. Ta-ra!
Some days, you just know you should have stayed in bed.
You're coming to the police with me, mate.
I am the police.
You're inferring we're all thick, aren't you?
No, I'm implying you're all thick.
And he may be right.
Did you write this, Mr. Will?